Hello traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with another 9 trades. Today's date is August the 15th and I'm using my new BB Scalper trading system. Uses the Bollinger Bands, and in this general area right here, that's what you call the BB squeeze. Once you see that, the market's either going to go up or down. A bit of a squeeze in here, market's going up. Now you will get an audio sound and this pop-up box here suggesting to buy and or sell. Every morning at 6 o'clock I get in front of the computer. Now it doesn't make any difference. Whenever you want to trade, you just get in front of the computer and you go through the same steps like I do every day. I get in front of the computer. I'm looking at all the different instruments, looking at my daily trade plan. And once I decide I want to be buying and or selling, I'll manually put in this white arrow. Now here is the daily trade plan I use after 20 years. This is the best daily trade plan I ever came across. It'll analyze from the monthly right down to the 30 minutes, and within the comments here it'll say look for bearish trades, bullish trades, some will be preferred, and sometimes it's just not enough strength. But usually within 30 minutes to an hour, this will either change, look for bullish trades or look for bearish trades. Now if you're trading without any kind of a daily trade plan, well, that's one good reason why you are still struggling. Now if you have any questions regarding this daily trade plan, well, first thing you can do is look right below this video. There's lots of information on the daily trade plan. And after that, you can always just get in contact with me. Okay, now we can run a check on these trades. First one I did, it was the euro dollar. So let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in at first of all. Now I wanted to be buying it. Clearly you can see right where I took the trade, right where this little cursor is, we have the super signal arrow, blue, saying to buy, plus we have the daily trade plan saying to buy. Now on this euro dollar, it does pay $10 for each pip. Looking at the money, easy to see this should be 22 pips. So let's see this candle that did a little bit of spiking. That was at 8:30 this morning. Bit of news, or that's the time when Forex can potentially make a move either up or down. But anyhow, I got in here, close it out being happy with 22 pips. There it is right there, and that paid out $220. Okay, now we can move on to the next trade. And sorry for the interruption there as I had a trader call me, but anyhow, let's carry on with this video. Next one I did was the crude oil. Here we go. So I wanted to be selling it. Arrow from the daily trade plan, super signal. Everything was looking good. My system was saying to short it. So let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. Had the arrow from the super signal here, daily trade plan. I took the trade on the arrow here, did a bit of a pullback, and then it went down. Now the crude oil pays $10 for each tick, so easy to see this should be 24. There it is right there, 24 ticks paying out $240. Okay, moving on to the next instrument, which is the euro yen. Go back here to get it. Let's drag and drop it up, see where I got in at. Wanted to be buying it. Arrow from the daily trade plan, super signal here. That's why I took the trade. Went mostly sideways and then finally went up. It did a bit of a pullback and continuing to go up. But this is where I closed it out, as I knew that I hit a lot more than just 200 pips and or ticks. Looks like I locked in 35 pips, and that paid out, as you can see, $244. Okay, let's move on to the next trade, which is the Euro CAD. Now on this Euro CAD, another one I bought it. Arrow from the daily trade plan. Super signal. Trading is easy and a lot of fun once you all have all the proper tools. And of course you have to learn how to operate the tools. So here we go. There was a super signal. I got in and I got out at this point. Went up a little bit more, but that didn't bother me. I was happy with what I got. Looks like 36 pips, paid out $268. Moving right along to more of the futures, the indexes. As you can clearly see, they move a lot more, they pay a lot more. So if you're in this game to make a lot more, well, I recommend doing the futures and the indexes. First one was the Dow Jones. Let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. Here we go. Arrow from the super signal right here. That's where I took the trade. Got in at this point. Now I took the money and divided it by 5, as it pays $5 for each tick. Calculator says we're looking for 86. Down at the bottom down here was 260 approximately, but or 96 is what we're looking for. There it is right there, 96 ticks, paying out $480. Okay, moving on to the next trade, which is gold. Check out this gold. Let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. Wanted to be selling. I sold all the rest of them. Arrow from the daily trade plan, super signal here. Did a bit of a pullback up and then finally went down. Just have to wait until I collect those pips. And gold pays $10 for each tick, so it's 55.9, so we rounded up to 56. So now we're looking for 56. There it is right there. 56 ticks, paid out $559. Okay, let's move on to the next instrument, which is the S&P 500. This one pays $5 for each tick, so I took the money, divided by 5. Calculator says looking for 205. So let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in on the S&P 500. Arrow from the daily trade plan, super signal. That's exactly where I took the trade. This pop-up box here was saying to sell. It's a sell alert. So I sold it. It went straight down. Well, a little bit flat. Then down. Got another arrow right here. Now we're looking for 205. Did have it there. There it is there, 205. And that ended up, as you can see, paying $1,025. Okay, let's move on to the next instrument, which is the Russell. Russell pays $10 for each tick. Easy to see that it should be 120. So let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. Wanted to be selling it from the daily trade plan, and red arrows here. Everything is looking good for going short. If I stayed into the bottom, I would have made around 280. But I was happy at this point, locking in 120. There it is right there, exactly right on, 120. That paid out $1,200. Okay, let's move on to the last trade, which is the DAX 30. Now in the DAX 30, I dropped it down to the 5 minutes because it's hard to get a reading on. And I've already had 2 interruptions today, so taking a bit of some time to finish this video. But anyhow, let's drag and drop this up, see if I can see where I got in at. Well, I'm gonna have to go back to the 15 because it's way back here. Okay, go back to the 15. So I got in here. That's where I got in. I got out right here. Wanted to be selling it. Arrow from the daily trade plan, super signal, everything was saying it's going to go down. So I took the money and divided it by 3.75, that's what it pays for each tick, $3.75. Calculator says I'm looking for approximately 370. Be lucky if I get that rate on. I really doubt I will. 379. Well, that's pretty close, 371, but it is 370. And those ticks ended up, as you can see, paid out $1,387. Another tool I recommend you get your hands on is called the FibMaster tool. You would just click on this tab after you get it. You would go from, this is your pullback rate here, so you would go from swing high, can be this one here, down to low. There's your pullback right here. Came back to entry number 3, and as a general rule, if it hits any of the entries, it usually will make it to target 2, 3, 4, 5. And on this day, it almost hit, well, very, very close, number 7 right there. Target 7. So it does have 10 targets and 4 entries. So it's a pretty good tool. It helps you to become a disciplined trader. It brings clarity as to where the entries should be, where the targets, you have potential where it might go. So if you want some more information on this FibMaster tool, it's a full course, over 3 gigabytes, around 30 training videos, plenty of education. There's some more information right below this video, and if you need more information, well, just get in contact with me. So another great day of trading, great way to end this week of trading. Had a fantastic time over the extended long weekend, 4 or 5 days, going to Niagara Falls. So lots of entertainment always at the falls, both on the Canadian side and of course the American side. So like I said, I know or knew that it's going to be well over 200 pips and or ticks. A grand total for today was 964, and all of those pips and ticks, as you can see, paid out $5,624. So if your system's not producing like my BB Scalper, well, I recommend you get your hands on it. Don't forget about this FibMaster tool, and don't forget about the daily trade plan. Remember, like I've said many times, you're going to need a lot of education if you want to succeed at trading, and plus you'll need support after you get it. If you have any questions, well, just get in contact with me. I do give free support. Now, it's very easy to get in contact with me. All you got to do is pick up the phone and call me. Now, if you live too far for that, well, just send me an email. You'll get all this information, my contact information, right below this video in the description. Now, I really do prefer Teams, so I made a link. All you got to do is click on it. We'll have a Teams connection, and at that point, I should be able to answer most of your questions and even do some screen sharing. Now, also in the description, you'll find 5 different packages. The latest and the newest one I just put up there is called How to Make 10K a Day, Trading Mini Lots. Now, if you're happy with 1K a day, well, you can use the same method. Even if you just want to make $200 to $500, you would use the same method, trading mini lots. Now, I do have a special offer. As you will notice that I do charge $250 for each package. Now, if you buy any 2 packages, I'll give you one of the other 3 packages for free. Just took a quick look at the time. I like to keep these videos hopefully within 15 minutes, so definitely time to wrap up this video. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trading day and video, I want to wish you good luck with your trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.